Welcome to Random Trivia and Stupidity, where there's a little trivia, a lot of stupidity. I am the librarian. You all know Tubby, just a second. We have a special guest, thanks to Brian. Sir, go ahead.
My name is, they call me Inmate Bam. And the reason I actually became an inmate was because I didn't pay my taxes. And the thing is, I would think that when you're breeding frogs, you don't pay taxes to breed frogs for your patients. And I honestly, I don't, that's how I got there.
So you are a frog breeder?
Yeah, I was breeding frogs, and I mixed, I was breeding a frog and a giraffe, and it was a long frog.
How is that? I don't even want to know.
It was it's pretty cool. And then, what's funny is, I don't know what's funny.
So how wealthy is this business?
How well is the business?
Wealthy.
Oh, wealthy.
Yeah, are you
I'm sorry, in there it's kind of hard to hear. They're banging on the cells and stuff.
I got it.
But, it was doing good. I got $1 million from a frog and an elephant mixture.
And you couldn't...
It was an elefrog.
An elephant?
Yeah. And you couldn't pay your taxes.
Yeah, well, it's $1 million budget. I couldn't pay my $1.50.
I see. But the only thing I'm confused of is, all the tattoos. You're in for, you said, tax fraud, right?
Yeah.
And so, tax fraud's not a hardcore prison, I don't think.
Okay, to clarify, I got 18 months for the tax fraud. Okay. And then in the time I was in the cell, I had to protect myself, which is why I got this right here. And I will not get into what happened, but it was pretty brutal.
Well, that
I
cancels out my next question for you. My next question is going to be what happened, but...
And these tats I got here,
I want to be your next victim.
I brought them in because I felt like I didn't want to get abused in jail without
So the tattoos are just for scare.
Yeah.
So you went into prison tattooed up.
Yeah. I did it on purpose. Before they let me in, I was like, hey, can you tap me up? I don't want to go in there
So did they think you were a thug when you went in?
Yeah, they were like, I'm scared of that big man.
So the one tier is the one person tried you.
Yeah.
And we're going to leave it at that.
Yeah, the one person tried me, and yeah.
I think I'm going to try you after the show.
What's with the weird inmate number?
What do you mean weird inmate number?
Your inmate number.
It's kind of cool. They kind of matched it. It's F period R period O period G period. It's for my frog company.
Now, is that a coincidence, or is that on purpose?
I don't know. It's like they making fun of my frogomatics.
Oh, I would be making fun of you too.
Frogomatics.
Yeah, that's the company's name. Is frogomatics.
And you're breeding frogs.
Yep.
Okay.
Hybrid frogs at that.
Yeah, we're breeding everything. Like a pencil and a frog one time.
What a pencil?
Yeah.
How is that even possible?
I took the ink from a pencil and shoved it inside a frog.
Okay. All right. All right. So Brian brought you here to let people know, pay your taxes.
Yes, pay taxes. Don't go to jail. You won't want to get one of these. It's pretty bad to get one of these.
Okay. We'll get back to you.
I'll teach you how to breed frogs if you want, though.
No, I'm not interested in breeding frogs.
I could have brung one in for inspection, but they didn't let me.
Brian shut that down?
Yeah, I'm surprised they even let me out of chains today.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, how are you here with us? What? How's that?
They specifically let me out to teach the kids and everyone out there that jail is not a good place to be.
Well, that is a good thing they did that.
And to pay your taxes.
Even if it's $1.50. Pay it.
But you were making $1 million from each of your
and you couldn't pay your taxes?
$1.50?
You didn't know.
I didn't know that frogomatics would have tax.
Frogomatics. All right. Tubby, I had to get to him. I'm sorry. You got anything to say? You just want to get the show rolling?
I say we just get rolling.
All right.
I don't want to hear no more from this inmate.
Question number 1. What was the first animal ever to be cloned? Is it A, a sheep, B, a dog, C, a horse, or D, a cat?
Can you repeat that question, please?
I just did twice.
Well, I wasn't listening because I was trying to there was this time that I breeded a frog and a cat. and it became a frog, and it's like
A frog.
Frog.
yeah, and it was weird. It had like big, muscular like claws, and it was
How much did you profit off that?
about 1.2 mil.
And you couldn't
Off
pay,
a frog.
and you
Yeah.
couldn't pay
You
$1.50 for your taxes.
Your taxes.
I don't pay your taxes, guys. Oh, I could tell you about the one time I breeded a frog and a sheep. It was a hairy frog. Oh man.
Okay, can we please get to the answers here?
You want to know what I called it?
Yeah, what'd you call the frog and the sheep?
Shrog. It was a.
And and how much did that clear?
That was about 1 mil because they didn't like the name for some reason.
And you didn't
And
pay
you didn't pay your
taxes.
taxes. I'm at 4 or 5 million profit, and you didn't pay your taxes on any of it.
Yeah, I think my total tax was about $4.50.
And
You didn't pay them?
Pay your taxes.
okay, got it. Tubby, you went A. Inmate Bam, you went A. We both are correct. Was them guesses?
Actually, yes.
Was that a guess?
I
I don't
had
know why I'm asking.
well, I had a general idea because
Programmatic.
I'm a scientist.
Was it because of the shrog? Is that why you
Yeah.
got it right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And to let you guys know, I did master's degree for frogomatics for almost 20 years before I became an inmate.
It took you 20 years to get your master's degree.
Yeah, I was
and
learning how to
I have a
code
question
and
for you, Inmate Bam. What would you call a lion and a frog mixture?
a lyrog.
A lyrog. Okay. Okay, I like that.
Okay, my question
Can you give
is,
me one of those?
my question here is, why are we cloning? What's the point? Anybody?
I don't know. They could.
To get more wool.
To get more.
I'm just gonna say I don't know because they could do what he does and breed them. So I don't know what
That's
the point of
a
having
good.
one.
That's a good point. That's a good.
Yeah,
Point.
that is a good point. But you know how hard it is to breed, though, and like coming from experience, it takes me a long time to
Actually
breed
get him
an
to
animal.
do
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So when do you expect it out?
Well, I had him at 18 months, so and then I added 5 years to that 18 months because of me, you know, with this.
I don't even know what you did to get that 5
And
years.
so I'm about to 3 years left.
So the tier you got in prison,
Is the reason I'm still there.
and the tats you got before you went in to try to look tough.
Yeah.
And
And it's
this is
worked
all-
so far.
And
Yeah.
this is all because you didn't pay $4.50 worth of tax.
Yeah.
How much did you pay for the tattoos?
It was about 150.
Come on, dude. You can pay some taxes with that money.
Yeah.
Come on.
Pay your taxes.
Okay. Question number 2, which is a riddle. I'm an occupant, but not by choice. Who am I? Would you like a hint?
Yes.
Inmate Bam, would you like a hint?
I'll take a hint.
The hint is judge's orders. Paid $150 per tattoo. Couldn't pay your taxes. You're clearing over 5 million so far that we've heard. For breeding frogs. Okay, do we have answers?
Community service / inmate.
Inmate Bam.
Inmate Bam, you both are correct. It is an inmate.
How ironic. I got an
Yeah.
inmate beside me.
Now, I'll be honest, when I did my community service for my tax fraud, I don't know why they gave me it, to be honest. But I went in and I stole a frog and mixed it with my my clips of my toenails. And it became a clog. It was really...
A what?
I named it a clog, and it was my pet and an inmate, and that's kind of like where this came. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Okay, question number 3. What 1997 movie features Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones as undercover seeker agents who police extraterrestrials? A. I Am Robot.
Yeah.
B. Men in Black. C. Bad Boys. Or D. The Fugitive. You both went B. Men in Black. You both are correct.
That's one of my favorite movies, honestly.
It's a good movie.
It is a really good movie.
When I was like in the cell, I had an inmate that had a TV, and he had a VHS, and that's all we watched was Men in Black.
You just kept rewatching it.
Yeah, I mean, it's
That would
only
get on my
been-
nerves.
I mean, like
Then
it
you at
was
least
cool.
have the Men in Black series, or did you only get one of the movies?
It was only one. But I was thinking, like, the whole time watching, I was like, what if I cloned an alien? Or, like, I breeded them, an alien and a frog. Would it be an A-Rog?
Or would it be a Fralien?
It could be a Fralien. Or what about a
So
Frog-alien?
do you make up your own name?
Frog alien? Frog alien?
Yeah, Frog-alien.
That's a good one, too.
And I do make up my names because I want it to be different than the regular. Like, if you see a frog, you don't be like, oh, that's a frog sheep. You want it like a Frogo, like a...
Yeah, or a Shrog.
Yeah, like a Shrog.
Yeah, a Shrog. I'm following you now.
Yeah.
Oh, when you get out, are you going to continue to breed?
I will breed, but this time I'm going to
You got to give me that. You got to give me that line and that frog mix. I need that hybrid.
I will. I'll give it to you. It'll be the Lyrog.
Thank you.
And you can name it whatever you want.
No, I think I'm going to stick with the Lyrog.
Yeah, Lyrog's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Imagine coming in a house and be like, don't mess with my Lyrog.
Just make sure you pay your taxes when you get out.
Yeah.
So you don't go back in.
Pay your taxes.
Pay your taxes.
Question number 4. True or false?
I'm glad Brian invited you.
Pepperoni is the most popular pizza topping in the United States. True or false?
Oh.
Pepperoni is the
weird.
most popular
No.
pizza topping in the U.S. True or false?
I don't know how to answer this one because this one could be an opinion,
Yeah, this
or you
one-
could actually be genuinely asking it.
I like pepperoni pineapple.
Did you go off of like any searches when
It
you?
was off of a poll.
The way I'm thinking is like a Little Caesars pizza. Like, you don't go to Little Caesars and get pepperoni and sausage. Most of the time you go get just pepperoni.
Yeah, you go and get the.
Yeah.
I think you just made me lean more on the side of this answer.
Yeah, because that'd be the more...
Inmate Bam, where did you go to school at?
Harvard.
And you got locked up
For 20 years.
for not paying taxes.
Well,
You was
first
at
off-
Harvard for 20 years.
yeah, Harvard's a law school, and I wanted to be different, so I went there and looked at frogs.
You should have known better though if you went to Harvard.
But
You
wouldn't
gotta pay your
Harvard teach
taxes.
you to pay your taxes?
No. Well, they did, but like I didn't listen because I was thinking $1.50 wouldn't matter to anybody.
Well, if you ask a librarian here, you still got to pay your taxes whether it's $1.50 or not. You
I
always
think
gotta
he
pay
knows
your
that.
Oh,
He's
I
serving
learned-
some
I learned
time.
now.
I don't think he learned his lesson still.
Ever since my Krog, I would have been out. So I'm like,
And
Poor
your
Carl.
inmate number is F period R period O
yeah,
period
I think
G
they
period.
did this to make fun of me because of Frogomatics and
Do any of the other inmates laugh at you
all the time.
for being a frog breeder?
Well, yeah, I have frogs in there, and they hop around. There's one that sounds like a sheep.
Okay,
Oh, okay,
okay.
so it's like rabbit.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a giraffe neck one. Oh,
Please
man.
don't
Oh.
tell me you're naming them.
Oh, man.
Personally,
Yeah.
no, okay.
Yeah, the giraffe neck one,
Oh.
it's an awesome name.
Is it drog?
It's Drog. Pay your taxes.
You got I counted up to 5 million so far in earnings, and you can't pay taxes.
It's
You
a-
guys should really listen to this.
It's a lot more than that, let me tell you. I've only told you a little bit. When you get a lion fish mixed with a frog, oh man, a fish frog,
And you still couldn't pay your taxes.
that fish frog went for about 2.5 mil.
Forget your fish frog at this point.
Fresh frog?
You didn't pay your taxes, and this is why you're here.
I'm here to teach you guys to pay your taxes.
Pay your okay, alright.
Don't go to jail either, that sucks.
Got it.
I can only imagine.
Got it.
That raindrop.
What do they do for wake up? Wake up.
They
in
go
the
and
morning?
beat you on the head with a hammer.
Ooh. Is that what that knot is right here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do the guards, do they call you frog, or do they say inmate F period R period O period G period?
Yeah, it's kind of
In
funny.
line.
Yeah, it's kind of funny when they do that. They're just like banging like F period, R period, O period, G period. I'm like, can you say that again? I didn't hear you. Like F period, R period, O period, and they beat me with a nightstick because I do it like 4 times.
Okay. Alright.
I think we both went
You
true.
both went true. You both are correct.
I was still
Pepperoni
worried.
is the most popular pizza. I'm still
over here like,
dumbfounded about the inmate number and the millions of dollars made and the non-taxes paid and the one teardrop that he's not. Yeah, and he paid more money to get tattoos to go into prison to look tough than he did to just pay his taxes.
The one.
I do have one like slight question.
Mhm.
What the hell is the point of the spider?
Okay, the spider is from Charlotte's Web. I wanted to be like a tough like person, And when they looked at me, they're like, "That dude's tough," because he had the Charlotte's Web spider on his face.
And how'd that work out
They
for
were-
you going in?
Oh, they looking like that man is. That's
So they
a tough
didn't
dude.
try you.
Oh no.
They're probably more or less looking at him like, dude, what is your problem? Why do you got a spider on your face?
The one dude that messed with me got messed with the Krog as well.
Okay, alright.
What do you learn?
Not to mess with a frog breeder, I'll tell you that for sure.
Alright, next question. Which sport uses a net, a racket, and a, yes, believe it or not, shuttlecock? A, tennis, B, squash, C, badminton, or D, paddleball? Tubby, you went C. Bam Bam, Inmate Bam, you went D, paddleball. Inmate Bam, you are incorrect. Tubby, you went C, badminton, you are correct. Was that a strictly a guess, or did you know?
Well, at first I was guessing, and then once I actually thought about it, you said net and racket, and the only one that really clicked to me when you said net and racket was badminton.
Well, there's tennis.
Yeah, but you
There's
didn't say
paddleball.
You didn't say ball, so I was like, it's not tennis, because I never heard a tennis ball be called a shuttlecock.
Have you ever heard of shuttlecock?
No.
What about you, Inmate Bam?
I heard it in prison.
And I'm assuming it's not the same.
No, the way they worded it was...
Okay, all right.
That's just. That's
Okay, but I can explain, right?
I know you not explain.
What they did was they took paddles.
Okay, here is a picture of a shuttlecock.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed.
What
that
would
was
you?
called.
What do you guys call that?
Birdie.
Yeah, that's
Birdie,
that's what I call
exactly.
it, birdie.
A birdie.
I would have never guessed it was called a shuttlecock.
But I can tell you something. I mixed a frog with a bird once.
Did it fly or did it hop?
It was awesome. He like hopped on all fours and he spread his legs really far, and it just started flying.
So it
It's-
flopped.
Yeah, it was like a flop
Nice.
basically.
Nice.
And you know what I called that?
What?
A frog.
That's all the questions I have. I'll give the floor just a few minutes. Inmate Bam, any final words? You're here to teach what?
Okay, so
You're not teaching nothing, but go ahead.
I will teach you that frog breeding is a good thing to go into if you want to make some high quality money. But make sure when you do to pay your $1.50 taxes on a $1 million buy-ins.
That's it. That's all. Tax $1 million, and you only want $1.50.
Yeah. And listen, I didn't know that it would be so light in money, and I was just like, why would $1.50 even matter to me? And $4.50 later, and I'm in jail.
And yet you spent $150 per tattoo to look tough.
Yeah, but then again, I got about $9 mil out of my frog breeds in the bank right now.
Okay. All right. Tell me, you want to say anything to that before we move on?
I actually enjoyed you here today.
Thank you.
I might have to come break you out just to bring you back sometime because.
Oh yes.
When's your sentence up?
Actually,
even
3 years from now.
3 years.
Yeah, but maybe I could like pay my way out. I do got $9 mil in the bank.
Okay. All right. It is time for my favorite time of the show. It is the wheel of entertainment. You all know how
I need
this
that light
works.
roll.
I'll give you the light roll.
They each spin the wheel. Low number wins. High number loses. There is 2 banishments. There is 2 double entertainments. And there is numbers pertain to particular entertainment. Tubby, are you going to let the guest spin, or are you going to spin
Okay,
first?
so
I think I'm gonna take this time.
How does this work?
So if you land on a B, Bam. When Bam Bam comes back, he will be gone.
He'll be banned.
He won't come back.
Is that what happened for me to come
Yes.
in?
Yeah. And then if you land on the D's, they're double. So me and Bam Bam will both be getting entertainment.
Oh.
hmm So
And then the numbers
The
are
numbers?
specifically a specific entertainment that they agreed upon.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
and lower number wins.
Lower
So
number.
if I spin a 2 and you spin a 5, Bam Bam will take that next entertainment.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now I'll tell you something that I did with it was a frog mixed with a deer and a bear, and it kind of matches with the D and the B. So I did the frog and a deer first, and it started clippity-clopping like a reindeer. And I was wondering why. So I mixed it with a bear, and it started becoming a cannibal. It started eating other animals. It was a frog deer bear. And you know what I called it? A frere. And it was like, I don't even know, man. It was one of the best things I've ever made.
And how much did you clear from that?
10 mil.
10 million, and you couldn't pay your taxes.
$1.50.
Okay, all right.
So basically, what he's saying, guys, is pay your taxes.
Pay.
You don't want to end up where he was at.
Pay your taxes, or the frog will get you.
Okay, all right. Can someone?
All right,
please
guys.
spin?
I'm gonna go ahead and spin. Get the show on the road.
Low number wins, high number loses. There is a couple doubles. There is a couple banishments. It is a 2.
2.
It is a 2.
There is about 2 mil I can tell you about with the. I'll go ahead and spin. You guys don't want to.
All right, just so you understand, I don't think 1 is off the board. 1 is off the board, so you need a 2 to tie, or a double. So
Or a B.
a
You
B,
know-
you would banish Bam Bam.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to breed a frog and a deer next time.
I thought you already did.
But I did it with like 3, like frog, deer, bear. So I'm just gonna do frog and deer.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Do your taxes, guys.
Listen to the man.
Oh, it is a 2. We have a double entertainment, which
It is actually the same 2 that I landed on, guys. It is the yellow 2.
yeah, absolutely.
So what does that mean if you land on the same?
It is a
color?
double entertainment.
Oh, if you land on the same color and 2.
Yeah.
Yep. So Tubby
No.
and Bam have to endure this next double entertainment, which is Mr. Insults.
Oh, wow.
Mr. Insults.
So if you don't know what that is,
we just came off of Mr.
Mr. Compliment.
How was
Mr.
that
Compliment.
He had to compliment
Everybody but
no matter
himself.
what.
Did he like teach anything? Did he learn anything to anybody?
No, you did a fine job of learning
Okay.
too.
And
Pay your taxes, guys.
Mr.
Don't go to jail.
Go ahead, Tubby.
Mr. Insult, we have to insult ourselves the whole show.
Man,
So,
that's horrible.
You guys tune back in for that because it's gonna be
Which means
nuts.
you can't insult anybody else.
Nope.
You can't have your quick wit. Bam's in trouble.
Yeah, he is.
Bam is in trouble.
Wait till I
He's
tell
got
you.
that quick wit, and
Wait till I tell you.
he can only insult himself. So you guys are gonna be sitting there trashing on yourselves.
Yeah,
So,
you guys are gonna
on
hear me
Bam.
telling you guys I'm a piece of shit.
I don't want to like interrupt or anything, but there was this time I breeded a frog and an elephant. It was a
You
frelephant.
already told us that. We don't care.
Oh no, not that one. The frog and the rat.
Oh, a rat?
Yeah, it was called a frat. It was kind of like a frat boy party,
Oh, okay.
but it was like a frog and a rat.
I don't know why I want to ask this, but what did you clear from that?
That was 500K because it's a rat and a frog, so it didn't really.
And what are you actually accomplishing by doing these breeds?
I'm getting paid. I'm getting my paycheck.
But you're not paying your taxes.
I didn't think $1.50 would go anywhere wrong.
$1.50. So far, I've heard about $20 million in profit. It's got to be more than $1.50.
It was $1.50 each because it was I was selling it to like Spanish drug lords.
What were they using it for?
They're probably like trying to do mass construction of breeded animals. I don't know. But
Okay,
it
all
was
right.
and I didn't think that there was a taxation on that.
All right, guys.
Okay, we have a tradition here
This is
in
nice.
Inmate Bam. I call it Final Thoughts. It's about the show, so please keep it about the show now.
Oh,
You've taught your lesson. You've put your lesson out there, frog.
F
Sorry.
Period R period O period G period.
Sorry.
Pay your taxes.
Okay, so we're going to go to some final thoughts before we get out of here. Tubby, I don't know. Go ahead.
You guys, I loved having Inmate Bam here. I hope you guys learned a good lesson from him because you don't want to look like this. And I don't know if you guys realize, but he's about to flex out of this. He's just too muscular.
Yeah, that's one thing I want to say is they could have got me a bigger like shirt. Like these things are like
Got $20 million. You couldn't buy your insurance?
No.
But you paid for those tattoos.
I don't want to like spend money.
All right, what did you think about the show? Did you like being here?
The
Did
show
you
was
like...
awesome. I'm glad that I got to learn you guys the learnings about the learnings of the taxation of learnings. And I'm
Can you
so,
speak English, please?
I went to Harvard, and I'm so glad that we can teach you guys to not pay your taxes. Oh, wait, no, you pay your taxes.
Because if you don't pay your taxes,
You end up with a raindrop, most likely.
I want you guys to leave a comment if you think this guy actually went to Harvard. I don't think he did.
I want you to leave a comment if you actually think he breeded frogs.
Oh, I believe him.
You believe him?
He's gonna give me that lie rog when he gets out.
You believe he's cleared $20 million?
Yeah. But I don't know why he wouldn't pay his taxes, though.
I didn't know.
He was
that
probably just
taxes.
drowning in that money. He was
Okay, with that being said, we're going to get out
guys,
of here.
Before we go, the
like,
frog.
no, you can't. No, it's time to go. It's time to leave.
No,
You
I'm
can't-
trying to teach
no,
you how to breed
you
a
taught
frog.
them enough.
Okay, with that being
enough.
said,
You
we
take
are
two
out of
frogs
here, ladies
together
and
and you
gentlemen.
I'll see you
start-
guys
We're
later.
out.
No,
You start
you
banging,
can't.
and then you have